What? Reload the thing. Reload the thing. That's funny. Sorry, that's funny. Go on.
What is good, folks? It's your boy here, Jordan Molyneux, also known as Just Mol. Now, today we're going to be a little bit more serious here, as you're probably wondering by the title. Yes, I have a mild form of autism. I was told by my mother that I was diagnosed with it as a young child. At first, they didn't say that I did because I was a very outgoing person, very outspoken, very confident, but I struggled at school. Now, I always just thought it was just due to the fact that I had lack of concentration, but looking back, as much as I possibly can, yeah, I can understand. But it's just one of them things, where I didn't really need to know it, I didn't need to know if I do have a mild form of autism or if I don't. But yeah, I'm glad that I know, but I hope that you all get what I mean by that. It's one of them ones where I'm like, did I need to know? Probably not. Am I glad to know? Yeah. But it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change me in any way. It's not going to, affect me. Wow. As a child, I was diagnosed with a form of mild autism. Okay. Alright. Is that it? I've done things that I'm proud of in my life, and I'm not bothered about that. I'm really not. I mean, when I look back and I see the things that I did, and the things that I was like, I can see it. Like, I can't. Like, for me, when I was about, when I started doing performing arts, I went all out. I understood how I would learn my lines incredibly easy, but when it came to coursework / schoolwork, anything like that, I would struggle with that. But then it came to performing arts, and I had a release. I would be so easy at learning lines. But when it came to the performance, I made my own lines. I came up with my own sometimes, when I believed that this would work a little bit more than what the line originally was, I'd go for it. I couldn't give two shits what the director thought. And guess what? It normally, if not most of the time, if not every time, it went down pretty well. So, it went down pretty well with everybody. So, yeah. But looking back, and I was so passionate for performing arts, and I went and did it again with YouTube. I studied performing arts. I put my all into it, my heart and soul. I did the same with YouTube. I studied YouTube. And when I say studied, I mean I sat at home and I researched YouTube, researched content, researched everything that I could possibly find of what could possibly help me give myself a bit of an advantage, and etc. What could help me with doing videos. What am I going to need? I said, first of all, I've got a goofy sense of humour. Could work. I've got a really weird laugh. Everybody that has watched this, this channel and seen the content that comes from it, yeah, you'd be able to hear it. It's a very chaotic, crazy laugh. I mean, if I'm really giggling, you know, I really can't control it. It's one of them ones. But yeah, that's what I'm like. So yeah, when it came to YouTube as well, I did the same thing with performing arts. Studied it. I learned everything that I could possibly do that would help me with performance. I studied editing for hours on end on days, and I would stay up fairly late just editing clips and everything. I poured my heart and soul into everything I do, and I said, yeah, I can see the mild form of autism in the way I do that. How I'm a bit excessive with that. But that just makes me proud that I am like that. I do get excessive, and when I have passion for something and I've got drive for something, I go for full force. Let's go cruise control, never mind that, I'm pushing down the fucking pedal, we're going forward. Fuck cruise control. I want it to be difficult, I want it to be a challenge, I want it to be rough. I want to challenge myself, and that's kind of made me proud about myself a little bit, that I am like that. But like I said, although I finally know that I was diagnosed with a mild form of autism, it's nothing new, nothing different for me, and you know, it's really not going to change anything for me. I'm a confident individual in what I do, or I'm just who I am as a person. It's just who I am. So I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not. People that do have a mild form of autism and do have autism, you'll meet many of them, if not all of them. Most of them, if not all of them, are incredible individuals. And some of them are some of the most talented and most kind-hearted people you'll ever come across. I believe, what was that, Cody Lee? I believe he has autism as well, I believe. He went to win America's Got Talent. Also being blind as well. And could play the piano and sing beautifully. Me, I'm not necessarily a phenomenal singer. I'm not horrific. I can hold a note, depending on what style of music I go for. Acting, I was always told by strangers, etc., that came to watch me, saying that I was actually very gifted with that. Dancing, people may say I'm not. I think I'm a good dancer, or a fairly decent dancer. Sorry if anybody else thinks I'm not. I think I'm an alright dancer. I may not be sensational, I'm alright. Like I said, I got confidence about myself. You got to have confidence. And that is why I say this to everybody that is in the similar boat as me. It does not matter if you do have autism or bipolar or anything else that you were diagnosed with. You are your own self. You are your own person. And it's up to you who decides the person that you are going to become. We all want to leave a footprint on this earth before our time is done. We all want that. I want that. And the best thing that I know that I could possibly do that can help me out with that, make people laugh, make people smile. Try and entertain people. It's what I was always decent at. You know, I was always a funny little bugger, you know. And also today, you know, being told that apparently a colleague of mine has said that I said quite a bad thing, apparently, according to them. To which I just started to lose it a little bit, because it's been happening a while at work. people have been saying things that I've said things and I haven't, or I've done things and I haven't, and I'm like, it's been bubbling inside for so long, for months, and today, eruption. It came out. I broke down. They said take 5 minutes. I said I'm going to need a lot fucking longer than 5 minutes. I think I took about 20 minutes. I had about 2 fags, maybe 3. And I was very proud of myself that I was able to walk back in there. I walked back in there and I sat back on my checkout. 30 minutes went by. Head's mashed up as it is. Absolutely dead as anything. There was about 3 cars in the car park. 3 checkouts were on, including myself. To which my section leader just said, "Go home. You're not needed. Your head's mashed up. Get yourself home." And now I'm here. You see, the thing is with me, when I've got all this bottled up emotion or whatever it is, I got to talk it out, or I've got to get it out. But I call it poison. When you've got so much toxic poison built up in your system, you've got to get it out. You've got to talk. You've got to physically get it out. Get that anger out. Because I'm not an angry person, but when you are built up, you have got some form of aggression. You need to hit something. You need to get it out, and that's why I think these next few days are going to be perfect for me. I can focus on getting that poison out, get myself to the gym. Also putting in a week's holiday for a fortnight. I do have one. No, not a fortnight. A week. I've got a week booked off to happen within a fortnight. Just that I just need time to just get my head back in the right frame of mind for work. Because every time I'm going into work, I panic and I worry and I'm not happy because I feel like I'm going to say something, or according to someone say something, and then get in trouble for it. So that's what apparently I need to work on. Maybe if you hire people that were snakes, maybe trying to get brownie points because there's no brownie points to go out. So I have to record people saying shit that they never said. What are you gaining out of that? Nothing. You're really not. That's why this world, as it is today, is fucked. Because people have their own agendas. People are cunts. The things that they have the right to do that, to try and ruin somebody's day or life. Really? You wouldn't like it if it was the other way around, if it was trying to do it to you. But I don't get why you would do it to someone who is kind-hearted, who is a little wind-up virgin. Yes, a wind-up virgin, not a cunt, not an arsehole, not nasty. I don't talk shit. I don't talk shit about anyone behind the back. But like the song goes, I'm brave, although I'm bruised. So this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is me. Yes, I may have a mild form of autism. Does it define me? I define and I decide what defines me. And I decide the person that I want to be, and I really couldn't care about that. I really couldn't. So I'm going to live my life the way I want to, and try and bring a little bit of happiness and joy along the way. And if I'm able to put a smile on people's faces and make them laugh, make their days seem less bad, then I'm happy. Because that's when I know that I've done something that I can be proud of. challenges. So if you are at home, wherever you are, watching this video, you are going through a bad day, just remember, there's always something out there waiting for you that's going to come around and turn your world upside down for the best. Sometimes it comes to you unexpectedly, sometimes you've got to work for it. Not everything is free though, but sometimes you get dealt with a blessing. Very rare, but if it happens, never let go. Just be you. Who cares what anyone else has to say? To those of you that have ever been bullied or still get bullied for being autistic, or have or any other symptoms / diseases that you can have. Don't let it define you. Break the mold. Choose to stand out. It's down to you who decides what your life is and your destiny becomes. That's all up to you. No one else but you alone. Remember to always be happy, even if there are days that you don't want to be. Stay kind, be true to yourself, and goodness will come with it. That is going to be where we're going to leave it today, folks. Thank you all ever so much for just stopping by and just literally listening to me waffle. I will see you all next time. This has been your boy Just Mo. I'll see you in a bit, and peace.
I'm always waiting for you.